action that we will serve in this weekend.
Well, here we go. Week 3 kicking off. And we can see, like we mentioned, both junglers here going to be crucial for either team's victory.
Oh my Venus, rocking the Encourage instead of Conceal as his Roam Blessing. Okay. Already, the position 5 Eve is... it's a little bit weird already. And then you paired up with Encourage instead of Conceal. So I wonder what Blacklist International, in their laboratory classes maybe, what have they figured out with the physics of Mobile Legends for them to think this way?
Since Encourage is up for Oh My Venus, maybe something tells me that they might need that extra boost in terms of TF because they have the AoE. They have setups once they hit level 4, and maybe we can play it or say it's plainly that they might want to cover all corners if ONIC Philippines goes in advance.
Not only that, but the fact that, if you're encouraging here, we've seen what Melissa can do, just auto-attacking in general. Every little bonus is going to make that much more, devastating. Not only that, but inspire as well.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think now that makes a lot of sense because Melissa, if you keep them together, if you activate your models and just connect on more people, you want to take them down as soon as possible. And having both Inspire and Encourage at the same time, it means that you max out your attack speed and also max out your damage output from all the members of ONIC Philippines. So I think it makes sense in the end. But then again, not having the Conceal is, teams always move around the Conceal timing.
Yeah. With that being said, Kekadut might have a chance in having a good setup. So since most of them are all in an Ube form, so maybe this will give them another chance for good setups.
Well, Edward quite low there, so he's probably going to check out of this first turtle fight. So there might be the numbers advantage that ONIC Philippines is looking for. Wise going to get zoned out here a little bit. Kekadut doing the job, and Ryota now. They do find a little bit of damage on Wise, but ultimately, Sensui secures the first turtle of the game.
Folks, what's most important for ONIC Philippines, first they made sure that Edward is very low. He's at 40% HP, had to commit the final blow, and that meant the Blacklist International lost influence around the turtle area. You saw how well they managed to apply pressure onto Wise so that Wise will back down, and that meant free turtle take for Sensui. Already ONIC Philippines with a great start.
Yeah, great start and coverage on the map as they try to give a vision for the team. Maybe now Blacklist is trying to see some potential on how to counter this one. As early on, they have a lot of CCs from ONIC Philippines that they need to watch for, such as this.
Well, there is a lot of ultimates out here. The Retribution does come out, but they're going to be focusing on everybody. Wise quite low, half health here. They're still going to be looking for the kill. Appraiser's Wrath not able to get Kekadut. They're going to force him back a little bit now. Ryota in trouble, pops the Vengeance. Falls there in the river. First blood for Blacklist International.
My God. I think that Kekadut just focused on physical defense, or maybe just focused on magic defense. I mean, because of physical damage of Wise, that one ultimate put him from 100 to 20 in a snap. And Tenacity didn't kick in enough because, of course, he was very high level. That though.
I think he got him back, Wolf.
Okay.
I think that just pretty much makes up for the last interaction between Kekadut and the team.
I agree.
This is one thing I was talking about earlier, right? How Kekadut will have a great chance or a higher, play up against Yue and even Oh My Venus. But if they're trapped in one place and they can't go even escape, this is the mobility problem that Blacklist needs to address.
Well, now they're going to lock down Wise here, fighting for the orange. Feathered Airstrike going to come down. It is secured, though. Wise still on the hunt, looking for Sensui. He's in trouble as he falls in the river now. Turtle up, Sensui down.
Oh, what a bad decision from ONIC Philippines to fight and invade Blacklist before the turtle fight happened. Fortunately, Ryota is going to put Wise low, so that means that ONIC Philippines might be able to catch up unless Blacklist International bursts down the Lord.
Yeah, that's just going to be a turtle going to the hands of Blacklist International here. Wise able to survive quite a bit, right? So now it's even across for the Turtles. He's going to lose his purple, though.
Oh, yeah.
Although,
Kekadut got it.
Yeah, Kekadut able to grab that. That's going to give him a little bit of an advantage here. So, ONIC Philippines making a play themselves.
Great coverage and great way to trade with objectives. Now, as 5 minutes go, look at another pull.
They're
from
going to
Kekadut.
pull Wise. There you go. The heavy spin. Going to lock him down. Can't get anywhere. Appraiser's Wrath.
Wow,
Not going to
misses.
connect, though. Wise still up here. Now Edward joining the party. They get Super
What?
Prince. He's in trouble. Punished here
Oh.
as he falls. How did he survive that?
They're still alive, Wolf.
Wise! That was a beautiful set of moves. He went in, stepped on the Cyclone Eye, activated the Appraiser's Wrath, so he gets lifesteal. He anticipated the flicker from Super Friends.
Talking about instincts, Wise has it first.
Wow! That was nuts.
That was mind-blowing.
I was Wise.
I was just,
That was
that was a Wise move.
a wise
Can't
move.
believe it. He positioned himself specifically where the flicker will land and timed it so well so that he can taunt him. Why is he on a
Amazing.
different planet? He's on a different planet.
He's way too thinking farther up against those specific play, man. I can't help but just to watch and enjoy.
Something like that, though, is that just freak mechanics, or is it a little bit of luck as well? Because yeah, ONIC Philippines should have at least gotten Wise down, right? There
Yeah.
should have been something there, but I guess many people would argue that, I mean, that's just the king of the jungle for you, right? I mean, Wise has done things like that multiple times throughout his career, and you know, small things like that really do build up as the game transitions onward.
Now we're going back to the action and how that play gave way for Blacklist International to cover more on the map in the first 6 minutes.
I'm still in shock right now of how that play went. How mechanically freakish that is. And I don't know if it's, at this point you don't know if it's luck or both.
Or
right?
both.
Could be.
You know, that's just pure athleticism, basically.
Yeah.
You know,
One of the world's best, man.
That's right.
you know, that's just at the end of the day. Sometimes you just have to be like, man, I'm just athletic as hell
Yeah.
and land
Yeah.
it on. That's all it is.
Experience translates to what? Pure high mechanic play. ONIC Philippines destroy a tower down bottom, as well as Edward going for the cut lanes up top.
Okay, so this little bit of the dust will settle, but ONIC Philippines with that push onto the bottom lane is really massive. Now, gonna have to think, do we fight the next turtle? And if you're ONIC Philippines, you kind of have to. Your timer will expire. Surely there was a time where you can burst on both UA and Oh My Venus in a snap, but when the defensive items come in, now gonna have a bad time. So they have to press on, especially when they're facing up against a Melissa.
We're talking about windows on how to defend up against Oh My Venus and Yue, but look at that Ryota poking on Edward.
On point, Rio.
Poking him down. Edward quite low here. Can't elect the final blow out of there. Now they're going to be setting up the box here around this turtle. It's the third one of the game. Who's going to be able to grab it? The feathered airstrike zoning him out. And it goes over to Wise pretty easily, despite Sensui being there as well. Bottom side, though, 1 versus 1. Marksman versus marksman, and Super Red comes out on top.
All right, 2 things. First, we did say during the draft that when it comes to a marksman versus marksman battle, it's going to be Melissa who's going to be having a better time because you need the nuke mage, and I think that was a mistake, a misjudgment from ONIC Philippines. Second point, when they do find the kill onto Edward, it looked like ONIC Philippines had the advantage on the turtle, but you saw how much slow there was from OI Venus. He didn't even have the Ice Queen 1 when that fight happened, but it was already very sticky around the box of Blacklist International with all the slows that they have.
Just imagine how you would survive in mid-game. This is the one that we're trying to discuss about, right? The magic damage in ONIC Philippines. Since it's mostly, we could rely on Super Friends, right? When will be that time? Because he only has the Clock of Destiny to really suffice the damage up against Blacklist International's mid-game power spike.
Mid-game power spike's going to be crucial, right? Blacklist International in general. Now that the turtles are pretty much done with, right? The next big objective is going to be the Lord here. I can see both teams full force fighting it. They don't want to give it up, but hold on. Action in the mid lane. Super Prince has to flicker it out. Colt Alter as well. Kekadut a little bit late here. Elect the final blow under the turret. They find Super Prince. They're still going at it. Nets joining the party, trying to decide an angle to enter from. Can't find it, though. A little bit too late. It's Super Prince that falls.
Great clash from both teams, but ultimately Blacklist International likes what is happening. Then again, most of their turrets are now falling down. This is one thing that ONIC Philippines can have.
Kakadu gonna find Oh My Venus. They get the lockdown with a heavy spin. Now working on Wise. They're gonna back off for now. Happy with the one. Lord now spawning a couple seconds away. ONIC Philippines with a numbers advantage.
Great activation of Gary. They actually ported him in the mid lane. And after the kill onto Oh My Venus, now they have access to the Lord. Without the box from Blacklist International, this is more winnable for ONIC Philippines.
They might wait up until Yue uses that ultimate, but I believe they won't risk it.
Oh, they're going to
Kakadu and Ryota being trapped.
Edward now coming from the backside, looking for Kakadu. Does find him. Lord, though, secured by ONIC Philippines. So they grab that first big objective here. Can they play around it despite losing a member?
Wow. I think that they can. Maybe they can get a outer turret into the mid lane or maybe up top lane. A Pit Master. Wow, I love it. Ranked first in total turtle kills, and they take out Super Red up top. One thing I want to say, Ryota has been playing well this game. Was on point. Took down Edward in the second turtle take, and now during the Lord take, he was the one with Kakadu to force Wise to actually commit the retribution in the purple buff, which meant that there was no contest at all for Blacklist International.
Since ONIC Philippines has so much mobility and damage up against Blacklist International, I say this is how they countered the geometry of damage that they have, right? The plug and play and how they wanted to peel one. Edward!
Oh, Edward barely escaped, but here comes Sensui under the turret with a heavy spin. Able to find Edward. Still looking for more. Oh My Venus going to be in trouble quite low. They don't get the kill. The burn's not enough. And now Wise trying to zone everybody out the best he can with Yue. Oh My Venus there to back him up, but can't help enough. They back off.
Whew. See how Wise holds his ground. It's a one-for-one trade-off that ONIC Philippines would love to have, especially because they are able to utilize the Lord in a cross-map kind of way. They took one turret only, however, but they did take out a very important hero, which was Edward. Now they're leading by 2.1 thousand, so ONIC Philippines are happy about the results.
As the progress goes for the yellow Hedgehogs, I say this gold lead, they need to hold this until we go further off of this game, because the problem is the ultimate of Yue is much more faster up against, well, Super Friends. So as we see the damage from the burn and also from Wise's ultimate, I say they have more coverage if ever they lose one set from Kakadu, right?
Yeah, they got to be careful, though. Even with that being said, you know, Yue able to provide a lot of burst, but what's happening is ONIC Philippines is just finding their own setups, right? Even with this poking that Blacklist International can do, you have to keep an eye on Kakadu, because a lot of the times it's him and Sensui finding targets, locking them down, and allowing nets to just pretty much unleash.
A bit of battle there, as you saw, from both junglers as they want to aggress each other. But, you know, Blacklist International have been doing a great job defending this mid lane. Well, they do have 2 Nuke mages, so it's not a very difficult task to have. But keeping that means that Blacklist International will have some farm choices, especially protecting their jungle from the mid lane path.
Yeah, they have wave clear. They have a good push from Yue and Oh My Venus. I say the problem for Blacklist International is the surprise setup that Kakadu has. He's been saving that flicker for the most important moments that they have, because to see Super Red is on Inspire, man. And, well, the ultimate could be the one saving him, but Ekadu's presence right now, he gives a lot of coverage for those ways that either ONIC can bounce back.
That's unfair, right? If you're inspired and encouraged, right? So,
yeah.
But it's not working so far for Super Red. He's really got to have the advantage here. But right now, it's been all ONIC Philippines as they find Wise. Wise is taken out just like that. So this could be a good position for ONIC Philippines to be in. They're going to go ahead and work on this Lord here. They get the flick around from Super Friends, but there's nothing Blacklist International can do to contest this Lord.
Oh, Ryota.
Ryota getting the flick around from Oh My Venus. They're on the run. Too much damage, though. Woo! Ryota with a play.
How do you stop a moving Joy? No. You can't.
That's
you
the
can't.
answer?
Yeah, you can't.
Even with all of the encouragements and all of the inspiration, you can't.
This is the problem now, because the damage even for Ness is really showing up for Blacklist International. They have setups from Kakadu, but he's not using any flicker yet. So how is Blacklist International sees a chance here? Super Dan has Claws, but is that enough? up against ONIC Philippines right now, Wolf?
I think that they need all of the items that they all fully packed items, and I think Wise also needs to tank up more. He's not able to farm up as you would expect him. He doesn't even have like magic defense, like outright magic defense, right? Surely you can get that from both Molten Essence, but look at him go.
Oh.
Look at him go away.
That has happened time and time again. Wise getting locked down here. UA escaping with a little sliver of health. They're going to lose their inhibitor turret mid lane. ONIC Philippines just unleashing on BLACKLIST International. Begs the question, is this double mage setup in the mid lane worth it here? Right now, it's a tough time. Edward trying to do his best, going to get quite low. The boxes came down. Super Red defending the best he can. There's the feathered airstrike. They get the immortality out here. Oh my Venus still looking to clean up. Super Red able to get the kill. They lose 2 turrets in the base, but hold on for longer.
Wow. You can see the defense from both Farsight Eve is just almost impenetrable. Although
Really strong.
ONIC Philippines did take out one hero, that was Wise, and they took out 2 inhibitors. But, you know, this is going to be good for BLACKLIST International. They have great defenses. And ONIC Philippines, they lead by 7,000, but that doesn't mean that all of their troubles are over. They have to find a way to take out both Oh My Venus and UA out of the equation before they are able to completely push through the base of BLACKLIST International.
They're not out of the jungle yet, because if ONIC Philippines
Wow.
want to secure this win,
Wow.
Sensui!
They're going to get the Colt Altar out here from ONIC Philippines. Ryota jumping into 4. Gets the Flicker out. Now Net's there as well. A lot of resources here expended by both teams. They go back. Lord still 40 seconds away here, while Edward holds down that bottom side.
It's still an even ball game, right? But now Nets really had a chance to pile up those gold, ranking number 1 up against the gold laner of BLACKLIST International. How is this?
Well, they need to utilize that in 30 seconds, or 20 seconds, say that. Long lane going to be controlled by both the XP laners. You can see that Wise and Kekadut might touch shoulders in a little bit. Nets showed himself kind of baiting Wise in this, but they do know there's a lot of vision for BLACKLIST International.
Gonna go there, Wise. Taking the brunt of the damage, gets pulled with I'm Offended. Immortality gonna be popped here. Ryota making his way to the fight as well as Edward. There's the response. They back off for a little bit. They're gonna pull the Lord out of the pit here. Which
That was a
team
good pull.
wants to commit here? Ultimate's down 3 for ONIC Philippines. They still got the advantage, but Wise not going to let this one go here as this Lord dance ensues.
That was a good pull from Wise, man. I mean, the peel and the pull. He get 2 ultimates out. Now, how will they manage to steal it? It's Sensui and Wise. The retribution battle is on, but BLACKLIST International is all over the place.
BLACKLIST International going to push them back here. Look at Super Prince going from the angle. Still,
Wise
they're going to have
and
to
Sui.
fight for it. Wise and Sensui.
Oh.
It's going to come down to
Nets?
that. And
No
it's
way.
Nets again.
No way.
Pushing into
doing
the
it
base. Nets again with a normal day as he takes game number 1 in Nets fashion.
I'm going to say it again. Nothing but Nets in Season 11.
Whoops. Whoops reaction.
We were...
We
How you
were
feeling,
so
Wolf?
focused in the Lord fight, right? In the Lord pit. The pit master being in there, that's Sensui. And all of a sudden, you see this play once again from Nets. No